Hey everyone, and welcome back to GenTalk Studio. So glad you could join us today.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a really interesting topic on deck today, something I think a lot of people dream about, but maybe don't always hear the full story on.
That's right, Allie. We're actually going to be diving into what we're calling the dark side of passive income. The truth no one really tells you. Did you know that in 2021, Stanford University published a study in the Journal of Behavioral Economics showing that 82% of passive income projects that start purely out of a dream of financial freedom collapse before their third year? And the reason isn't the market or the idea itself. It's something called cognitive bias. People create unrealistic expectations, imagining that money will just flow in. The reality? Passive income starts as extremely active, exhausting work before it ever becomes passive.
Oh, hold on. 82%? That's huge. So most people fail because they expect it to be easy.
Exactly. They see the final picture, the vacations, the cars, and forget the years of work it takes to get there.
Yeah, it's the make money while you sleep mantra. That's what everyone latches onto. Or like earning while you're traveling the world or spending time with family or even just pursuing a hobby? I need a real story. Can you give us an example that shows this clearly?
Let's talk about Pat Flynn. Pat was an architect who lost his job in 2008. He decided to create a small online course teaching people how to pass the LEAD exam. For a whole year, he worked 12 hours a day. Guess how much he earned that year?
I'm gonna guess not much.
Almost nothing. Zero results. He was exhausted, anxious, and unsure, but he didn't quit. He kept learning, adjusted his approach, and after 2 years, he finally started making income from selling digital courses. Today, smart passive income earns hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Everyone sees his success now, but no one saw those 3 long years of fear, doubt, and pressure.
That's crazy. And honestly, most people listening now are probably thinking, I couldn't handle that. Even I feel like giving up after a few months if nothing happens.
And that's why this is such an important conversation. Let me give you another story.
Yes, I love stories. Who is next?
John Lee Dumas, founder of the Entrepreneurs on Fire podcast. When he started, he recorded 300 episodes with almost no listeners. That's a full year with no applause, no reward, just him, a microphone, and silence.
300 episodes? That's insane. I don't think people realize how mentally tough you need to be to do that. What kept him going?
Perseverance, or what we call strategic persistence. After 3 years of sticking with it, his podcast now generates over $3 million a year.
Wow, Sarah. So what I'm hearing is passive income is not a myth, but it takes way more patience than people think.
Exactly. The problem isn't the idea or the market. The problem is sticking with it. Passive income isn't magic, it's a compound result. It comes from skills, consistent time investment, and a deep understanding of your audience and your market. It's not a goal, it's the byproduct of a system you build piece by piece.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate for a moment. If someone's listening to this and thinking, I don't have 3 years to waste, what would you say to them?
I'd say this: it's not wasting time if you're building something that will change your life. If you dream of passive income, ask yourself honestly, are you ready to work hard for 3 years before you see your first dollar while you sleep? And do you have the courage to continue when 9 out of 10 people around you quit? This path is not for the lazy or the impatient. It's for those who are willing to learn, adapt, and build even on the hardest days. Success doesn't come from magic. It comes from consistency and discipline.
Yeah. And you know what? I think a lot of people need to hear that. It's uncomfortable, but it's also freeing because it sets realistic expectations.
Yeah, or the competition, that's a huge one. When something becomes popular, everyone jumps on the bandwagon, right? So if you're selling like an ebook on a specific niche, and suddenly there are 50 other people selling similar ebooks for cheaper, it eats into your earnings.
For sure. Like if you're doing something online, algorithms are a big one. One day, YouTube loves your content, you're getting tons of views, and then overnight, they change their algorithm and your reach just plummets. Or Google with SEO.
Oh, absolutely. That's such a scary thought, isn't it? Because you've put all this effort into optimizing for one system and then it just changes on you. And you have like zero control over that.
Zero control. Or even like a platform shutting down or changing its terms of service dramatically. You're so dependent on these external factors that they can pull the rug out from under you at any moment. It's a real vulnerability.
So, I guess after all this discussion about the hidden costs, the ongoing maintenance, and now these unseen risks, it really just boils down to we need to redefine what passive truly means, don't we?
Yeah, totally. Because, I mean, the way it's often marketed, it's just so misleading. It's not like no work at all, it's just not.
Exactly. I think we need to shift our thinking from passive income equals zero effort to more like leveraged income. You know, you're leveraging your initial effort, your time, your money to create something that then might generate income with less ongoing direct effort.
Exactly. And here at GenTalk Studio, we want to hear from you. Are you ready to pay that price? Or do you think passive income is just a marketing illusion? Share your thoughts, your experiences, even your struggles. Your comment might inspire someone else.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time right here on Gen Talk Studio.
Always remember this: laziness kills dreams, but discipline brings them to life. Start today. Even one small step puts you ahead of those who spend a year just thinking about it. Don't wait. Move now.
Bye, everyone.